My name is Zachary Hansen. When I was growing up, my parents told me the same version of the American dream that they'd heard, and that most parents were telling their teenagers at the time, which was, go to college. You'll get a good job that pays well, and you'll have an easy life. Well, I got my job in the information economy, but then over time I watched as hundreds, and then thousands, and now tens of thousands of people that have been laid off. Meanwhile, over in the trades, people are retiring out of the trades faster than we're even replacing them. Our economy has a gap, and the people who understand it are the ones who will build successful lives as our economy shifts. Too many information economy jobs are disappearing, and there is a boom in the trades creating demand that we can't meet. There just aren't enough skilled workers. That's why I wrote the book, The Trade Gap, and it's why we need your help on board and tell the story as a documentary film.
Building things with my hands always just amazed me. Fixing things. So my path in fixing things, I always loved animals too, being on the farm, was a veterinarian or going into construction. I don't know how I settled on those two, but the influence of my family put me over the top for the construction.
I really probably would have loved to have been a flight attendant, but I married into the concrete world.
Rachel and I were freshly married, and we gave it a try. We bought my dad's construction company out that was, kind of in a rough patch, and started growing a concrete construction business.
I went to college because that's what the next step was supposed to be for our generation, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
I see a lot of transition happening. The schools weren't pushing it like they are now because there is such a gap.
I think if the question was, what's the most important thing in what you do today? And that would be passing our craft.
I can point to my family like, I poured that, I poured this, I did that, I did this, not out of arrogance, but just out of a good sense of pride that is something that we did that is there and will be for a long time.
Right, you gotta be able to think about the future.
Like, who's gonna come in behind us?
People that like to work with their hands.
There's all kinds of opportunities. It's just insane. But a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, I don't know how to do anything in construction. And I'm like, well, in construction you have safety, you have accounting, you have contract administration, you have all these things.
We're hoping to show students, and actually we want them to go home and have conversations with their parents.
A college education is very expensive. School debt is very hard to pay down.
There are other options.
Field workers could be making 6 figures a year. It's not unheard of, it's not uncommon. In the next 5 years, there's no telling.
The need is huge. We are busier than we have ever been, and we're not going to not get busier. So we have to fill these gaps, or things are gonna drastically change for everybody.
I'm Tej Stouffer. I'm the executive producer for The Trade Gap, and what we need now is your story, your involvement to make this film. We made this trailer with Build My Future with you in mind. The next film will look and feel different. Think higher energy and faster cuts. We're speaking to a generation raised on TikTok. But to make it, we need your voice, your story of success through the trades. We want to show your projects, but we'll also include construction industry influencers to make this incredibly relatable. And we want to show the doors that can open, the pathways available, because there are so many options that begin when someone enters the trades. Critical environments, design, commissioning, there's so many trade-adjacent options that people just don't know about. Not yet. But this film will be among the most useful tools for workforce development that you can put to work. And if we do it right and we work together, we're going to close the trade gap.